Actually, let me add this. The first time I met you, I was so impressed. You know, one thing, you knocking door to door, and introducing yourself as a realtor. And then you came by here, introduce yourself to me and my wife, look around. But you know what was, do you remember your first advice to us?
No.
No, you actually said, you can actually rent it.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually rent it. See, you're a realtor. You sell houses, and you didn't go, hear me, I'll sell your house. That's still stuck here. That's why even though I have friends or people I know who are realtors, agents, and I have a used to be broker, a close friend, I never even bothered to call them and ask them. Your patience made the deal, close the deal. Your patience. You never insisted, hear me, I'm gonna sell your house, I'm gonna sell your house, I'm gonna sell your house, I'm a realtor. Every time I call you, like the reverse, hey, Thuy, do you know someone who does reverse mortgage? You just go, okay, I'll look around and see my contacts. And then after that, I did it, and then I called you back. Hey, I changed my mind. Then that's where it started.
And you know, I actually did not expect you to call me back at all, because I was like, okay, you know, I think reverse mortgage seems like a good option. You can access your equity, you can stay in your home. And in your home, it is a really big home, because you raise your family in here, you have other family that live with you. So, you know, and the way you have it, right, now that you remind me, yes, I did tell you, like, you can totally rent this, have in the house, totally, there is cash flow for you, you know, why do you even like, because for you, it was important to also have that wealth, that transfer for your next generation. So it makes sense in that way, because you can keep it, and the appreciation is going to grow, they'll just get more out of it. So, you know, for me, whenever I meet somebody, I'm like, okay, what is the best thing for them? And it's not always selling the house, because I feel like as a homeowner, right, as long as you own the house, you're gonna just earn. But as once you sell, you exit that cash, right? You're gonna have to have somewhere to go. And when you sell, you need a reason to sell, right? Do you really need that cash? If you don't need that, you don't need to go. If that house is not a fit anymore, then yeah, go sell it. But if not, then you know what? Hold on to it. It make a difference when down the road for your next generation.
That's the difference between you and the other realtors. That's why I said, you're the best. Aww. You're the best. Yeah, so I go, yeah.
Appreciate that.
You never insisted. That's the thing. You have patience. Even though I know you for a while now, you're a go-getter. You don't just go and get Hermes property. Go, wow, you're so patient. Aww. And you've been so patient with me and my wife. All the process, selling this house and going to Sacramento, driving us to get our next home.
You know, since you bring that up, I was going to ask you later, because a lot of time I think, you know, the home buyer, when they buy new build, right? Because for you buy a new build construction. A lot of them don't really bother with having a realtor going with them into a new build, because, you know, when you get there, there's model home, there are sale people already there. So I was just curious, then, you know, why did you wanted me to help you with that process?
Hey, like what I mentioned, I know a lot of realtors, and I hang out with a former broker who is a close friend of mine, and I know they make commissions. That's their life. And they make big commissions now. And I go, okay, I know helping me, I have to help you in return. I mean, I know it's not that much, but there's a commission wherever you buy and wherever you sell, agent-wise, so, yeah, so.
But you know what? It actually is such a joy, because you and Alice has been just wonderful. Like, I have to say, like, has been the perfect clients. before like everything I could have asked for. You think I'm patient, but you have been wonderful with me. You share your concern, you ask me questions when you have questions, and most of you do trust in the advice I give you, and you do believe, I do want the best for you. And I think that warmed my heart.
Appreciate that thought.
Okay, all right, now that we talk about that, let's get back to, okay, so once you decided to sell, you're like, I remember you called me and you're like, let's go do over some number. And even then, I wasn't expecting you to be like ready to go. I was thinking, okay, maybe he was just, wanting to see some number. Like, let's go, let's figure this out. What's your net proceeds gonna be? And I'm like, okay, ready. I'm ready to sign. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let's go. And remember, I gave you a schedule. I'm like, okay, this is when we anticipate you go on the market. Gave you 2 weeks to tidy up. Oh, before that, when we met, you wanted to sell off market. And even when we signed, we were talking about selling it off market as is, we're not gonna do anything. Tell me, like, what is your thinking with that?
Oh, it's on my own mind. I'm checking on the scenario of the off market and the on market. If it's off market, in my mind, there's only a few people checking the house, and I still stay in the house comfortably. On market, people are coming in every time, and it's my privacy. I'm a more private person, so. I go. That's why when I told you I don't want to go off market. Remember I asked you, do you have investors?
Yes, we do.
That's where our first thing. So do you have investors who are still looking for a house? Because I still want my privacy. So that's the main concern. And
yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you didn't even want a sign in front of your house either at that time. Yeah. No sign.
No sign. No sign. And then I remember, you asked me, hey, Hermie, are you still on the sign, put it on your yard or no sign? I go, oh, whatever is gonna be good for you to sell the house faster. And then you told me, well, a sign makes people see that there's a property being sold here. And you're gonna get, more, it's gonna be more marketable. The more people look at it, then the more interest. So more how should I say this? More prospects.
Yeah, more potential buyers.
Yeah, more potential buyers. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference, because different seller does have different goals, right? And usually, I think for off market, like if you want it quick, you just want whatever price that an investor going to give you, because the investor has to make money too, because they come in, they flip the home, they gotta have a cut. So of course we can do that, and potentially we might be able to sell it to somebody who is an end user, but because off market is so limited in terms of like how many people can see.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, but if your goal is to maximize on the price, then of course the best to go on market.
Remember you told me that.
Yeah, and then we did. And I gave you a schedule. I was like, all right, we're gonna go with 2 weeks to clean up the house, clear out all the furniture. We're gonna partially stage your home. We're gonna photograph a video on this day. We're gonna go on market on this day. And tell me what was going on in your mind at that time and what happened.
Did you see my face when
you're like going back to that.
I don't want to. Anyway, I don't want to do anything. That's the first step of letting something you love. If you let go something you love, that you spend most of your life with, it's hard to let go. So, boxing, just the stuff that's the clutter, cleaning up is a big step for me. Because I'm so attached to this house.
And how could you not? You've been here for like over 30 years. Your children grow up here. Your family live here. Like the majority of your life has been in this home.
Yeah, and I had to be out of this house in 2 weeks, and I still can't process. I still don't know what to throw away, what to give away, and what to keep, because all of those have memories. Even a little tiny screw. Because I'm a little bit handy, so I have a lot of little screws and bolts and stuff like that I collected for future use.
The same way, that's
Yeah.
what my husband does too.
Yeah. So it's hard to let go. That's the main thing. So packing stuff is I get emotional. So yeah.
And I tell you before too, I'm like, kudos to you, because we were in a small home and we needed a bigger home. I had such a hard time letting go of my other home, because the same way, like I had my first dog, my kids, all my 3 kids were there. Even though they're still little, but like it was a good amount of time, and it was like the start of, of our family. It was so much emotions and so much attachment, and I was only there for 10 years. I can't imagine you being here 30 years to let go of all of that. It's like, woo.
I'm glad you feel the same way. So I'm glad I can share this with everyone.
So how did you overcome that at all, or like it's still there?
I don't know. It's still there because I think I mentioned to you earlier. I go to this church, mostly Filipinos, their families, their children was born here, and they are my closest friends. And when our kids are growing up, they have the same age group, their kids and my kids. So one time I went to church, Mother's Day, I think. So I went into this room where young professionals are sitting, and they were like shocked and like Tito, meaning uncle in Filipino. Tito, Ninong, meaning some of them are my godchildren. How come you didn't tell us you're selling your house? We have a lot of memories in that house. Then the more emotions got into me. I go, oh, this used to be kids who play around this backyard, and now they're nurses, engineers, and young professionals. I go, oh man, that added to my emotion. So yeah, that's why it's hard to let go. Yeah.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Once probably I move to the next home, maybe I'll be okay.
Yeah, no, I can attest to that, because once I move into my new home, like you have making new memory, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.